Touchdown, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my to strike a pose. Hop in mode, just touchdown, back on road. Counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my to strike a pose. Hop in mode.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, coming to the Barcode podcast, man. This guy is a Milwaukee native, man. He went to Milwaukee VINCENT High School. He's an alumni there. He went to MESABI range 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? All-time leading assists. But we're going to touch more about that. And can't forget, I attended Concordia, St. Paul, in St. Paul, Minnesota, of course. And I'm introducing myself, Quentin Barfield. But on some real stuff, I got Charlie Johnson here, man, the childhood friend. He's going to interview me. A lot of people been wanting to hear my story lately. So here y'all go. And Charlie, I appreciate you so much, man, for taking the time out and interview me. Since everybody want to know my story, I'm putting it in Charlie's hands, and we're gonna have fun, and I'm gonna tell you all my journey.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the 414, baby. Listen, I will not disappoint y'all on this one, man. I am ready. I am excited, man. Let's get to it, Q. Let's get to it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Q, first thing first, you an NBA fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do some trivia questions first, okay?
Okay.
True or false? Shaq has made over 500 threes in his 19-year career.
I'm gonna say true.
He did. I believe it was 1,293 threes. I never saw this. Well, in Orlando, he kept shooting threes quite a bit.
That's what I was gonna say. Orlando Shaq. Yeah. So yeah, I had to think like, yeah, Shaq for sure. Yeah.
I have not seen this man shoot no doggone three when he was with the Lakers. Everything was in the paint. So, man, shout out to Shaq, man. Now, next question. You ready for the next question?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who holds the record for the most blocks in the NBA game? Shaq, Manu Bol, or Elmore Smith?
I ain't gonna say Shaq. I'm gonna go Manu Bol.
Damn. Elmore Smith, 17.
I was gonna
former
say
big
him.
for the Lakers.
I was gonna say him too, just because it's like I never heard a dude name like that. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. So I was gonna say his name, but okay, he got it.
17. Shaq and Manu Bol tied for 15.
Okay, I ain't wrong.
That's straight business. Last trivia question. Most three-pointers made in the NBA game. Who holds that record?
The most? Man, I damn near want two guesses, but I'm gonna say Klay Thompson.
Oh, you know how many?
13?
14. On October 29, 2018, 14 threes, man. Wow. They don't call you a basketball whiz for no reason, man. You know your stuff. That's for doggone sure.
Yes, thank you.
Q, I want to get right into the questions, man. And I really want to, we got history at Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
But I want to take it back before that. I want to dig deep into your past, okay? First question for you is, can you pinpoint one moment or experience that help you to define who you are as a basketball player?
Whoo, somebody just asked me this. That's crazy. I was a tough, hard-nosed team player. I can take the lead. I can lead a team, or I could take the back seat, be the role player, do the dirty work, take charges, make extra passes, be the glue guy to keep guys together. I would most definitely say I would pinpoint it. I would pinpoint it with that because just me wanting to win, man, and just want to make everybody happy and stuff, man. So I would definitely say it had to be that, man.
Okay, that's a bet. Growing up, what age were you when you fell in love with the game of basketball?
I fell in love. I want to say it was fifth grade for me, man. I went to Niscara High School. I mean, elementary. I'm sorry. Went to Niscara, man, and I remember just playing so hard, during that time. And
Yeah.
and when we used to lose, I used to cry the whole way home. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Yeah.
cry. I never forget my coach, man. Miss Ware, I love her to death. But we used to play as Zablocki, man, and I just remember losing them hard, tough games and crying the whole way home. And she, trying to, uplift me. And then I just go home, man. I just remember just being in the basement, just, working on whatever I can work on, ball handling, just push-ups, you name it. And I knew when I cried over a basketball game,
Yeah, that's
that's when
love.
I knew, like, I love this game. I knew that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I would say about fifth grade, man.
that's love there. So growing up, is there someone in particular that you pattern your game after on TV that you saw? You say, you know what, I want to take this, I want to mimic my game after this player here.
Come on now. KG, man. But but
Okay.
but hold on. But before KG though, I used to watch the Lakers a lot. Of course, we caught Jordan more, towards the end. I think at
Yep.
the time when I was watching Jordan, I think it was just more so excitement because it was Jordan. But when I used to watch the Lakers, I used to love Shaq and Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. But as I started getting older and playing more, like it was Kevin Garnett. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was at Grand Avenue, I had jersey number 21. I
Mhm.
wore armband just like Kevin Garnett. And that happened early in my life, man. Like it was Kevin Garnett because just like, I probably didn't know what shit talking was back then, but
Yeah.
he was angry. I used to love the way he had dunk, like just the way he was able to put it on the floor, post up, shoot the 15-footer. So
Yeah.
I always been a huge KG fan. And what's crazy too, Charlie, is I would say our junior homecoming. I have a picture, bro, and I'm gonna send it to you. I
Please
wore a
do.
Kevin Garnett jersey to homecoming. Kevin Garnett, I love him, man. That's who I tried to pad my game after, man. And it was tough, man, because I'm left-handed and we just got some different secrets and stuff. But it was Kevin
Yeah,
Garnett, bro.
that's crazy. Kevin Garnett. You know what? I didn't start watching basketball until probably like the sixth grade, and Reggie Miller was for me. It was to the point to where I used to try to mimic his little form, shooting form. He'd be crooked like this, everything. My cousin Tori will tell you, man, crazy. So that's what's up. Kevin Garnett, definitely, man. He was awesome to watch. Him and Marbury for sure. So
Yeah.
did you ever get a chance to see him in person?
No, I didn't ever get to see him in person, man. My first game ever was in eighth grade, bro. I went to see Allen Iverson. Well, I thought I was seeing Allen Iverson, but he was injured, and I seen Larry Hughes. But yeah, but I
Oh,
never
good
seen.
enough, Phil.
Yeah, but I never seen Kevin Garnett though in person though, like at a game or nothing.
Okay, so you're in elementary, right?
Hmm.
And you're transitioning to enrolling at Grand Avenue. Grand Avenue, you try out, you make the team. How was that process for you playing at the middle school level?
Yeah, going into Grand Charlie when I was in sixth grade. You're right. I made eighth grade team, but we had a stacked team though. We had Mario Johnson, Rolando
Yes,
Gordon,
yes.
Jeremy Goodrum, um, Jamal Kirk. Man, we had a load, and at that time, I just felt like I wasn't ready. Believe it or not, even though I worked on my game a lot, I just felt like, dang, I'm in sixth. Like eighth grade is a different pace, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have played like sixth or seventh grade if we had that, but we didn't.
Right.
So fast forwarding, when I got to 7th grade, I had the chance to start. I mean, when I was in 7th grade, I had the chance to start on 8th grade with Mario and them. And believe it or not, Charlie, I cherry picked a lot, on some young stuff. I gambled a lot, and I just sat in the corner and I made my threes. So I would probably make like 2, 3, threes a game. And I just feel when I was in 7th grade playing 8th grade, that gave me that confidence. Like, man, I can play. I worked on my game, for a whole year. And, the first year was tough, but, just being a starter, starting over 8th graders and shit, that shit had my confidence and ego kind of up, even though I played within the system. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you just mentioned that. Were the upperclassmen like welcoming to you? Like, man, who's this little 6th grader coming in, think he finna shine over me? Or were they like, come here, little homie got it. Let me show you the ropes, the way or whatnot, and why you progressed during, your middle school years?
Yeah, I would say 6th grade, I felt like I got more ran away. Like the only, it was only 2 players that, well, I ain't even gonna say 2, because I'm gonna say Jay Goody, Mario Johnson, and Rolando Gordon. Them the ones who embraced me in 6th grade. Like, no, don't leave. Like, you're gonna work hard and you're gonna play, all that. But I didn't have the confidence then at that time. But in 7th grade, it was more so like, you the motherfucker, bro. Like, you with us now. You know what I'm saying? So I just it always been Mario, Mario. It always been Mario and Ro that gave me that push and confidence and words of encouragement. Them was them guys, for me. So that's why it was much better for me 7th grade year.
What was that like playing with Mario Johnson and Rolando? I got a chance to play with him in Summer Stars, and Rolando was just straight business, even in middle school, straight business. But Mario, I always say Mario was ahead of his time, man. He was good for so long, man. Just a great basketball mind and just a great basketball player. Can you go into detail what that was like playing with those 2 players back then?
Yeah, man. And I remember every bit of it too, Charlie. Playing with them too, especially Rio, man. I always tell Rio this all the time, man. When I first met Rio, grand colors were blue and gold.
Blue and gold, yeah.
Yeah, he had the blue and gold Iversons.
Iversons, I do remember that.
Remember that?
Yes,
and
yes, I do.
I tell Rio all the time, like, man, when I seen you, dude, I'm like, dude, Rio's the coldest motherfucker I seen. Mind you, I didn't know Lil Billy at this time. I knew Mario Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But playing with Rio, man, and just his style of game at that time, I never seen it before. So, and even with Ro, Ro was a big, 8th grader back then. He could put the ball on the floor and shoot the ball and drive to the cup. So seeing them 2 guys and playing with them, and they give, giving me the confidence. Like, it was some games I just couldn't believe it. Like, damn, they really taking over this game, bro. And they being leaders, dude. But just watching them play, Charlie, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It was very exciting to see. Like you said, Rio was ahead of his time. So back then, motherfuckers was like, what the fuck is dude doing? It's 2023 now, and motherfuckers doing the same shit that Rio was doing in middle school. You feel what I'm saying? So to see that at a young age, I'm like, this motherfucker is like amazing. Like, Ro was just always like, fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? He played the, not saying Rio didn't play the game the right way, but to see Ro even play the game the right way at that age was amazing too. So you got to think about it, Charlie. I got the best of both worlds. I got Rio, who considered the playground, like, you know what I'm saying? But then I also getting the gems from Ro, the structure in the corner when I drive, cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I brought a lot of that stuff from them, and that's why I was able to have a successful 8th grade year.
Man, it's crazy you say that. And I'm thinking about seeing you guys in a CLC at the Boys and Girls Club running fulls. And I remember telling somebody, I said, at Grand Avenue, You had that side in where it was by the front entrance door. That's where all the good players were, and that's why I remember seeing you. Then you had the scrubs running 21s or whatnot. But I just think Rio gave me that street feel and organized basketball, kind of like that N1 when the mixtapes used to come out, that kind of deal there. But I used to tell my cousins, Tori and Beely, this, that you kind of reminded me back then of like a Lamar Odom kind of deal. Tall guy, linky, lefty, give it to you, boom, 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 or whatnot, man. Very versatile, man.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Like people say that to this day, like, bro, you played just like Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Lamar Odom had way more handles than me because, you know, I wasn't doing all through the legs, but, you know, I do a little, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get that all the time, though, Charlie. I ain't gonna lie.
Can you describe your most memorable childhood moment? And it can be on the court or off the court.
Childhood, man, you know what? I grew, my mom, I met my dad when I was 10. So my mom did a great job raising me, first of all. Shout out to my mama Merle. Right. I had a great childhood, right? But I'm gonna talk about basketball instead, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most people are like, oh, my mom was single, you know, single parent. But we grew up rough too, but I still had a good childhood. But my most memorable though, Charlie, was student versus staff game at Grand Avenue. I was in 8th grade. And I hate the name drop, but he was my teacher. His name was Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards is Willathon's boys, aka J Ace, blood cousin. So he was my teacher. And I remember, you know, in the class, we was talking crazy, you know, about the student staff game and shit. And I couldn't dunk at this time, Charlie. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't dunk at this time. And I just remember, you know, kicking his ass in the student staff. I'm in 8th grade. And I never forget, man, I got a breakaway and I did one leg. You know, that was our dunk back in the days. Everybody did that. I did and dunk, and like the whole school like erupted, like security, teachers, and everything. And that shit right there boosted my fucking confidence so high. Like, I can't believe I'm dunking. And here I am, 6'2", 6'3". I just didn't have the coordination at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that was very, very memorable for me, man.
That. So here you are. Like you just said, 6'2", 6'3", 8th grader. You just dunking. You're doing your thing, Q. Now, explain to me what led to you enrolling at Vincent High School, and were there any other schools that you were considering attending as a freshman?
To be honest, Charlie, I didn't know shit about Vincent. Nothing, completely at all. Me and Ricky Franklin, Mike T, and many more. But my 3 choices was Riverside, Marshall, and the third was, I was thinking about it, was Grand Avenue High School, but it was going to be
Pulaski.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was going to be that. I had no idea about Vincent. And how Vincent came about, this true story, man, I can't make this up. Me and Ricky play AAU together. We was with each other every day. You know, Ricky Franklin is one of my good friends. And I was enrolled in Riverside, bro. My cousin went to Vincent. He was older though, and he played football. So, you know, football starting in August, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, they be hooping up there, you know, at Vincent, man, come get you some runs and boom, boom, boom. Mind you, Charlie, this like a week or 2 before high school about to start for me. I go to Vincent, I'm dominating. I don't know if these guys in the same grade as me. I don't know if they're in 9th grade. I don't know if they're in 10th grade, but John Allen, the head JV coach, in the gym. After the open gym, Charlie, he like pulled me to the side, like, who are you? And I told him, oh, I'm Quentin Barfield. He like, dude, what high school you go to? I said, high school? I said, I'm in 8th grade. I'm about to, I'm going to Riverside. He said, Riverside? He said, no, you're not. I said, yes, I am. And I tried to follow in the footsteps of my sister Tamara, because she went to Riverside. And plus, and how tight me and Ricky was. So So he like, you want to win? And I was like, hell yeah, mind you. I'm coming from a losing season, 8th grade at Grand. So I'm like, hell yeah, man. And he walked me through, the first stop, Charlie. I don't know if you've been in Vincent, man. We got all the frames.
Yes, whenever you walk in. Yep.
Yeah, that one. And then he walked me to the, we walked through the corridors and he showed me them gold balls, man. And they were shiny paws too. He showed me the championship, man. And I had no idea who was going there. I didn't know Billy was going there. I didn't know Willathon, Marcus, no one. My main focus was, man, I want to win. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we went to the office, dude. He called my mom, and my mom was like, are you sure you want to go here? And I said, I'm going to try it out for a year. And she wasn't, against it too much because, I'm the only boy. And, my older cousin was going there. So she's like, you know what? I feel comfortable with my son going all the way out there at Vincent. His cousin going to be there. And, man, I put the transfer papers in, man, and went to fucking Vincent, and Ricky called me the second day of school and like, man, where you at, man? You ain't been in school. I said, oh, man, I go to Vincent. He said, man, no, man, transfer, man. Come on, man, bring your ass on. And that's how Vincent came about, man.
So let me just get this straight. Q, if you go to wherever outside of Vincent, probably possibly could have shaken up the city. So you mean to tell me it was possible that you could have teamed up with the likes of Ricky Franklin at Riverside? I believe Tim Baker was there also before he transferred, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they Riverside. Had L. They had L. They had Elvin. Yep. They had Draylon. They had Bob. They had Ricky Franklin. He was a freshman. Yep. I can't remember nobody else on that team. I feel bad, but dude was the main core though.
And so then Marshall with Giovanni Raleigh, Mike T. I don't think Mike T has sprouted, came into himself just yet, but Mike T, Jess Sartain.
Yeah, Jess Sartain, yeah. But I possibly would have played JV though going into Marshall because I played AAU for the Mob. Me, Mike T, Torrey Johnson was on that team. Lil Carlos Mans. We, our coach at the Mob was the JV coach at Marshall. So that's why Marshall was like a second choice. You know what I'm saying? Because we would have went in, played right away. We've been playing for Coach Williams for years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was like that.
I want to tap into the AAU perspective of things as well, because I'm wondering if that had any effect on your decision making and enrolling at Vincent. So you just said the Mob, right? How long were you there?
I believe I was with the Mob. See, it was so long ago, Charlie. I think I was with the Mob only for like a couple seasons. Because once I left the Mob, I played for the Young Lions. And the Young Lions was
Rebels.
Was they maybe, I don't know. I was young, but I know I played for the Young Lions, played for Mr. Kingsby. It was Willathon, Marcus Landry. We had Byron Jordan. We had a squad. Yo, don't sleep on Byron Jordan. Yeah. don't let them tattoos and him looking like Birdman fool you. He can play some ball back in the days.
I saw his brother play.
Yeah, Scoop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, I played for the Mob for a little bit, and then I transitioned and played for the Young Lions. Yeah, after that was like in elementary. And then from there, I want to say I didn't play for the Scholars until 8th grade. So, yeah, it didn't have no decision. Like, you didn't, like, play a part in me going to Vincent at all.
So, AAU back then was where you made a name for yourself, really. I think some people didn't even play high school ball, but play AAU and were able to get recruited by a D1. Can you explain the pros and the cons of playing AAU programs?
The pros, you get to showcase your talent. It's a fast pace, up and down. I tell people AAU ain't nothing but, a fast pace with no structure. I might get penalized for saying that, but the pros, not just on the basketball part, but you also travel, get the experience to play, different competition. You meet new people, and you just have playing out fun. But let's be honest, man. When you coach AAU, it just, you really want to win. Are you really teaching these kids the game of basketball?
Got you.
No. So that's the con. You got that. And then, you got to think, Charlie, back then it was only Rebels, DTA, or I think they were Swish at the time, but maybe DTA, Swish. It wasn't many, AAU teams. So now you playing on these AAU teams with, a lot of good players. Am I really getting, the time to showcase my game? Yeah. So back then I would say, it was okay. It was okay until, we started getting older and more AAU teams came around.
So you play with the Mob. So familiar faces are at Vincent, right? Freshman year, you guys don't even play freshman. You play JV. You go undefeated. Correct?
Correct. Yes.
What was that experience like?
Dude, believe it or not, man, it was the best experience ever. And the reason why I'm gonna say the best experience ever for me is because the relationship that I had with Coach Al going into Vincent. Like, that's my dog. Like, sweatsuit, brand new sweatsuits, Nike, book bag. Al, come to my office. Boom, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun because you gotta understand. I played, like I told you, I played for Tyson Dad, for the young line. Tyson's on that team. Rest in peace, their souls. You got Big Kurt, you got Carl Sims, you have Keon, you got everybody I just played against in middle school. Willathon, Queese, Billy, Marcus, all these guys. Will play for the young lines. Bill been trying to get me to play for Playground since I was in 7th grade. So been knowing him. So to play with your guys and win is the best feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I just remember the first game. It was just like all this stuff I've been working on in middle school, in the summer, going to Wall Park, playing summer, start working on my shit. This right here matters. You know what I'm saying? How, like, everybody talked about me so much in middle school. Let's see how it is in high school. And
yeah.
I always had the mindset, Charlie. Whatever role that I have going into Vincent, playing with my peers, everybody that, who game I cherish, I'm going to take that, embrace it, learn, whatever the case may be. But that freshman year was the best experience for me. And I got a piece of humble pie too. And what I mean by that, Charlie, is I was big-headed coming out of middle school, but now I go to Vincent, and a big part of the reason why we went undefeated, we practicing against Bouyea, Carl Landry, Wante, Greg Brown, Tyler James, Little T, like the list goes on. We practicing against these guys every day. So that's even more fun because our group of guys that came in with me, you know what I'm saying? We were competitors. So playing against them, and I'm thinking I'm good. I don't know Boo now coming in, you know what I'm saying? And when they handling the rough in practice, it's like, damn, let me take a step back. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I can't just think score. Now I got to do little shit. And that's where, all that diving on the floor, making extra passes, taking charges, talking shit. That's how I was able to gain that respect for people. But, them kicking our ass had me like back to the drawing board, like, damn, am I really that good? You know what I'm saying? So what do I do to stay on the floor? Oh, okay. This is what I'm gonna do. So, but to answer what you said though, Charlie, being that freshman on JV, getting a lot of minutes, and winning with my boys, man, that was the best feeling ever, dog. Telling you.
So I'm glad that you just broke it down that way, because that led to my next question. I asked you this about middle school, about if there anyone that took you under their wing as an eighth grader. So I'm going to repeat that same question at the high school level. You talked about Greg Brown, Boo Wade, Big Monte, those guys there. Is there anyone that took you under your wing and said, listen, little bro, I got you here. This is how we do things at Vincent?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. I talk to this man about once, twice a week now. And don't get it twisted. Boo and, Greg, all them, they gave us great advice, when it came to basketball. But that guy that took me under his wing is actually two guys, man. James Wright, Jose Winston.
Wow.
Yeah,
Legends.
Them guys were the ones who, like, James Wright was in the Sweet 16 playing for UW.
Yeah.
He was coming to our practices. Diener, well, not Diener, but James Wright was more so, like, Diener wanted me to more so, like, be like that James Wright, that energetic, the blue guy, which I turned out to be. Yeah, but James, like, listening to James Wright and Jose, they the ones that's coming into practice and teaching us the game and beating us up. You know what I'm saying? But me and Jay Wright clicked, like, right away, because he seen the passion and me wanting to learn. And the most important thing too, Charlie, I always listen. No matter how much shit I talk, no matter how wild I was on the court and played with passion, I listened to every bit that everyone, said to us at Vincent. But James Wright was that guy that took me up under his wing, man. Really, really took his time with me, was very patient, man. And, he big bro. I talk to him to this day, man.
Okay, so that's what's up. Shout out to James Wright, man, and Jose Winston. Listen, so you go undefeated your freshman year. You play JV. The following year is your sophomore year. Now, I believe Boo, Greg, all those guys are gone. You go to varsity. Next up, what were the vibes your first varsity game? Now, this is newspapers, headliners. The attention is, the city is focusing in on you guys, because you guys collectively as a group, man, was like, oh snap, all these guys on the same team here we go again. High expectations for you guys to be so young, and the city was so competitive then. You know what I'm saying? So I remember seeing you guys on JV, you guys came to Bayview, and I remember watching you guys, and in the crowd, and they was like, man, bro, they might win it the next 4 years after. And I'm like, listen, I done seen these cats get at it in the summer leagues or whatnot, the summer stars and Warning and whatnot. And I'm like, man, you ain't lying. This might be ugly for a lot of teams. And y'all smacked our JV at Bayview. So, sophomore year, what were the vibes, your first varsity game? How were you feeling? What was you thinking? What was your mind at?
I remember it vividly, trust me. But before, I want to touch on something small, Charlie, because it almost wasn't sophomores on varsity the following year. We actually grabbed our transfer papers, because you gotta think Tyler James was a junior. So we thought he was coming back. And then you still got Tyson, Carl, Kurt, Keon, Michael Rush, John Nichols, these guys about to be junior. So we in our head thinking like, fuck, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, once we all grabbed our transfer papers, they had a meeting with us and was like, y'all gonna be playing VAR, we cleaning up the whole program, boom, boom. So we like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we wound up, you know what I'm saying? Like staying at Vincent, because we like, shit, we about to be on VAR, and we, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And plus Tyson them transferred. But Madison High School was the first fucking game. And like I told you, Charlie, I remember it like yesterday, man, because I love basketball. And it was at Madison.
Yes.
I remember walk through that whole week at practice. Diener used to do little things to turn me up, you know what I'm saying? Because I was very, very active. Like I was KG.
Yeah.
And I just remember having Mike Bridges. My name was next to Mike Bridges, man. And I knew Mike Bridges from Parkline, you know, being a big bad bully, hitting people in their shit, and people fearing
Yeah.
him, intimidated.
Yeah.
Not me. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't going. So playing that first game, man, and just coming out on varsity, and how many people were there on Madison's side and Vincent's side.
Yeah.
It just had me turned up even more. You know, I'm like, I'm a sophomore. I'm starting at Vincent. Now I know the history of Vincent now. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm a sophomore. I'm starting on varsity. I'm holding Mike Bridges. Everybody talking about him. And I don't back down. And I just remember, Charlie, you know, these are facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike Bridges fouled out that game. He had 6 points. I was the nigga in his face, elbowing him, talking shit. We was in each other's face.
Yeah.
And we just kicked their ass, man. You know, Billy, super sophomore that year, man.
Yeah.
You know, he led us, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, he led us, dog. Little Billy led us, dog. And that was so fun to play, man. It was so fun to play the first game and to win it against some juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But yeah, man.
I could not get a ticket to that game, and I wanted to go to that game. The hype was real. When I tell you, I'm at Bayview, all the way on the other side of Milwaukee from where Vincent and Madison is. And they talking about that game, man. They was talking about it. And I'm like, damn, it sold out. It sold out. I couldn't, because I had to hear about it. And, you know, they say that you all beat them, and Lil Billy showed out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil Billy, man. But he showed out. So you get that big win. And Michael Bridges was a lot of people, man, I wish a lot of people, more people could have seen what his talents were. A matchup nightmare. Versatile like yourself, right? And so now you get that. You shut him down 6 points. I'm pretty sure the confidence is building, right? Where do you guys go from there your sophomore year? You start off 1-0. Where do you guys go from there?
Man, Charlie, sophomore year was a learning experience. I remember, you know, getting partied by Marshall. I remember getting we lost to Tech. We lost to Juno. And you got to understand some of these losses that we had, and don't get it twisted, we had some great wins. We had some good wins, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that we fell short to, of course, we were mad. You know what I'm saying? We young, first year on VAR. You know, we feel like, you know, we know it all. We feel like we were supposed to win. But it was like an up and down season. And you can't forget either, Charlie. We went to Hawaii our sophomore year, and we got a chance to play Aaron Brooks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he was a senior at the time. So we sophomore, he's a senior, and they did us so dirty out there. You know what I'm saying? Well, our first game, we beat a team from Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? But the second game, we wound up playing Aaron Brooks, and they had another center that wound up going to like the University of Washington. But they, you know, Marcus was young. He wasn't, you know, fully developing his body. So they just handled us rough, man. And that's why I appreciate our coaching staff, because it ain't like they gave up on us. They knew it was a learning year. So we learned from it, man. It was fucking rough, Charlie. Like, we had some game. You know, I just looked at the schedule the other day. That's crazy. Like, our record.
Yeah.
I seen that we won like 4 or 5 games in a row. But then we lose 3 games in a row. You know what I'm saying? So it was an up and down learning experience. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get down on ourselves because we knew, you know what I'm saying, that we were young, and, you know, and everybody was fucking out to get us too, Charlie. Vincent been fucking beating these guys with.
Yes.
Yes. So they're gonna take it off. They're gonna take it out on the sophomores.
And that's what I feel, that sophomore year, everybody, whoever you guys play, had you circled, because they couldn't get to them when they had the Boo Wades and Greg Browns and whatnot. They couldn't get to them, you know. So yeah, we're gonna beat up on their little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell me now, Aaron Brooks? former NBA player, second round. I believe he was the point guard at the University of Oregon. Helped put that program on the map.
Yeah.
Now he was vicious at Oregon. Was he the same way prior to in high school in that tournament when you saw him?
I thought little Billy was fast. Dude was lightning fast. Billy was fast. He was lightning fast. And you got to think now that, you know, and you got to think, Charlie, for me, yeah, you know what? At that time, I just started traveling for AAU, playing against different talent around that time. Like, yeah, that summer going into my sophomore year. So now I'm seeing different talent. You know, I grew up seeing Lil Billy and all these other guys from Milwaukee, but now we seeing an Aaron Brooks who getting the ball coast to coast through his legs, you know what I'm saying? Stopping on a dime. Like, we ain't seen shit like that back then, you know, where we from. So, and then the athleticism. We talking about arguably a guy the same height as Lil Billy and Duncan.
Yeah.
We ain't seeing that shit. So I'm like, fuck, this little dude, you know, I'm a silly motherfucker in high school. So I'm like, this little motherfucker going D1? I know I'm going D1, but it's levels to it. And, you know, now looking back at it, you know, dude had a serious talent, Charlie, for real, dude. Like, shoot the three. He defended well. He was fast with the ball. And like, it's the reason why he was a professional, man. And a motherfucker seen that shit back then, man, because I was amazed. And you got to think, we think Marcus Landry fucking tall. He's 6'6", fucking sophomore. But the fucking guy that's going to, you know, the University of Washington, he's fucking 7 feet. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and here I am playing power forward. So ain't no telling who the fuck I was holding. He probably 6'5", 6'6" or some shit. I don't know. Shit, but that was a good experience too, man. And shout out to, you know, all the guys before us at Vincent. You know, I think they are the reasons that, you know, we went to Hawaii. We got travel bags, jogging suits, sponsored by Nike, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So very appreciative to, you know, even say that I went to Hawaii, man. First time flying too. I was scared as shit.
How long was the flight?
Man, listen, far. I remember waking up, man, and we still flying across fucking water, man. And I was asleep like 4 hours. Like, man, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, hey, Charlie, I remember telling Diener, like, and I went to him so casually and nonchalant, like, yeah, Diener, I talked to my mom. I'm not coming to Hawaii. He said, what the fuck? Yes, the fuck you are. I'm like, oh, no, man, I never flew before and I'm scared. So I just play when you come back. On some sophomore shit. He said, no, you're fucking coming. You're a starter. You know, and had to talk to my mom and I was on that fucking flight. Chewed damn near like 2 packs of bubble gum, bro. Thinking my ears gonna pop. They never pop. The fuck?
So I think you guys go like 16-9 your sophomore year. Few games, few losses, right? You guys make the tournament, correct?
Not upstate tournament, but
not the upstate tournament, but the to go upstate. You guys make the tournament.
Yeah. Or hold on, sophomore year. No, we got put out by Germantown.
Okay, there we go.
We got put out by Germantown. First game we played, Matt. Yeah, did we play? Yeah, I want to say the first game we played Madison, beat them. I think sophomore year, I can't remember. But I do know that we got put out to fucking Germantown for sure.
You guys used to have your own sectional games back then, I think. It was like you guys wasn't in with the Bayview Washingtons. You guys had your own thing where you played against the Germantowns and Nicolay, something like that.
Yeah. See, it might be some politics shit, some rigged shit looking back at it, because listen, this is what I remember, okay? Now, it always been Madison, Germantown, either like a Nicolay, Waukesha South.
Yeah.
I know sophomore year. I know junior year it was like that for sure. And then senior year it was like that too. So, but yeah, that only city school we was playing was fucking Madison, to be honest.
So after your sophomore season, what do you do? What did you do to work on your game to get better? Were you traveling AAU playing ball, or were you playing around in any warnings back then?
Mhm.
I think what they used to call it playground, also blacktop or something. That was a league that was going on that used to pop in the city as well. What were you doing to work on your craft?
Man, after sophomore year, getting our ass kicked. Of course, I play AAU. Now I'm traveling. I'm playing for the Wisconsin Scholars. Shout out to Keith and Rachel. I love them to death, and the whole Scholar family. They gave. Now I'm traveling for AAU. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that experience. I'm going to do that regardless. But when we was back in the city though, and you know, the whole sophomore crew, me, Queese, Will, Marcus, Javon, Billy, Nick, we you know, we didn't have a lot of equipment back then. So Vertimax, we had the Vertimax, so that was huge. And we got in the gym at Vincent, man. We got one group on the Vertimax. We got one group doing conditioning. We got another group shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we paired up in twos. You know, we had our rotation was, you know, 8 players. So, you know, and we had extra guys in there too. But man, we got in that motherfucker. We was hitting the weight room, man. You know, we was laser focused, you know, even though we went positive our sophomore year. And like I said, for me, now I know the dynamic of Vincent and shit. So now, you know, you got to think about who I held. I'm holding Torrey Johnson. I'm holding Justin Willingham, you know, all these guys. And, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an undersized, you know, 4. So for me, man, I took the weight room serious, man. I was already kind of strong, but I took the weight room serious. I worked on, you know, jumping and shooting, you know. We just all did that, you know, collectively. And for me, you know, the most important thing was to get better, you know, be better, you know, than the year before, man. And, you know, just that repetition, dog, playing AAU. And then, you know, fuck the video game, man. We outside at the park, you know, or I'm outside at the park. We in the we at Vincent getting it in, Charlie, because we fucking want it. You know what I'm saying? Especially me. I'm okay. This how Vincent is. You know, before I worked out, Charlie, I told you, bro, KG, my dog, I used to do some crazy shit. I would go look at the fucking gold balls. I look at the plaques, you know what I'm saying? The shit on the wall. Like, come on, man. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we put our work in and then we play later, man.
See, hearing you say that, and I'm just visioning, you know, you guys back then used to play 3, 4, like organized basketball games back to back to back to back. You'll go to Warner, you'll go to Summer Stars, and you'll go here. And so I don't think kids these days are doing that. But back then, just growing up in high school, I just remember seeing you guys, players like yourself, just constantly play. It was sun up, sun down, basketball. That's all you basketball, basketball, basketball. And so it looks like that paid dividends, right? You're coming into your junior year. How are you feeling? Are you more confident? You comfortable? You can yell at me, or you like, let's do this?
Yeah, I'm confident as fuck. Cause you know, back then, man, you know, we didn't have social media, Charlie.
Yeah.
You know, we got Preps Plus, we got, the newspaper.
Yeah.
So, you know, as that time coming, you know, you got the newspaper talking about Vincent. You know, that's a confident booster, you know, because it's like, okay, they didn't fucking give up on us last year, even though, you know, it wasn't like a traditional Vincent season. They didn't give up on it. They still believe us. You know what I'm saying? And the most important thing we did going into junior year, we made sure summer league, we tore motherfuckers' heads off. Kettle Moraine, at Marquette, UWM, Fond du Lac, you know what I'm saying? We making noise. We making sure motherfuckers know, like, bro, listen, this ain't that, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, Charlie, these facts, bro. We winning all these summer leagues, blowing motherfuckers out. So that's how we set our mark to let motherfuckers know we was coming, man. The only motherfuckers, and we wouldn't even worry about them. The only motherfuckers that we said that's gonna give us a run for our money was fucking King. Nobody else, Charlie.
Yeah. So your junior year, how did your role? Did your roles stay the same, or did some things kind of change a bit?
Yeah, they definitely changed. like I said, Diener didn't know me coming into Vincent. He didn't know I can dribble. He didn't know I can really shoot. Like, he knew I could shoot the 15-footer, but he didn't know I can step out, things like that. So sophomore year, I was a block-to-block type of guy, sometimes elbow. So Diener came to a lot of AAU games, and why don't you play like that for Vincent? I'm like, oh, you got me posting up. So now we're going to junior year. Now it's 4 out, 1 in. I'm on the perimeter, Javon, Willathon, Queese, Billy, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Now he put in the offense where I'm on the perimeter. So now I'm shooting threes junior year. I'm, getting the ball, driving to the cup more. I'm still doing what I do though, Charlie. Huh, Marcus. Come on, Bill. Come on, Javon. I'm still, I'm still doing that. But now it's like, okay, I get a couple shots. So offense changed. It was still the Marcus Landry show. I always accepted my role, and Marcus, was the same way. We all kind of like broke out our shells.
Yeah.
QBAR break out his shell. Willathon break out his shell. Marcus break out his shell. Billy was doing his thing, what I'm saying, already.
Yeah.
So Bill was already broken out his shell sophomore year. But now you got Javon, who's breaking out his shell now. Junior year, he's second option. You know what I'm saying? Queese breaking out his shit. So he changed the whole offense. Of course, we still didn't kind of like it because we, felt like we were playing like robots. You know what I'm saying? But, but junior year was still like a little bit of wiggle room. Like, okay, I can shoot threes now, like 15. Okay, I could do this now. And, so it worked out to a certain extent, Charlie. It worked out to a certain extent.
So, year after year, players transfer, they come in and they come out. To my knowledge, it seems like that core stayed together. That's not likely. I'm sorry, that's not to keep a core group of kids to come together and still believe in the bigger picture. And I'm pretty sure you guys could have gone elsewhere to average 20, 25, 30 if you guys were that damn good. How did the coaches keep you guys together?
Man, shout out to all the coaching staff, but shout out to Uncle Rick, man. He was a big part. That's Nick Pope's father. He was also the glue guy as well, man. Because you got to think about it. Uncle Rick was the guy. He was the man who let kids live with him. If they come from a broken home, or we spend a night with Nick, and he was that. What I'm saying, he was our father figure. So shout out to Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick was a big part of the reason why we all stayed together. Because you got to understand, Charlie. We come from the same era, Charlie, and loyalty was so important to us back then. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I transfer, I feel like skip the coaches. I feel like I let Marcus down, Javon down. Like, I'm giving up. Like, I don't believe in, what I'm saying, us winning a state title and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Uncle Rick did a good job. And you got to understand, all them guys I just named. And you got to understand, at this point now, I'm playing for Playground too. I'm playing for Playground and the Scholars. These guys came up for, in Playground. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard to break that bond, man, to be honest. So, and just the will to want to do it together and win, you know what I'm saying? Because we weren't thinking about, leaving and transferring when we went undefeated on JV. You know what I'm saying? So why leave when, you know what I'm saying? And plus, to be honest, we was fucking trapped. We was fucking juniors. We was either gonna have to go to prep school or some crazy shit, and we didn't know about prep school at the time. So yeah.
So you guys that season, can you recall a victory that you guys had? It could be non-conference or conference where you was like, damn, we did that.
Oh, easy. King.
With Dupree Fletcher.
Dupree Fletcher, Khalif, Rob Dixon, Matt Goodwin, Neil Harris, Louis, Big Mitch. I don't think Big Mitch was there at the time. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that right there, man. I got the newspaper to this day, and I crack jokes on Pre and Khalif, even though they won the gold ball that year. But I FaceTime like, don't forget, we was the only team to beat y'all in the state that year.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. But shout out to King though. They was a tough team. But that game right there, because in the papers, man, it got what's the name of Charlie? Vincent proves it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Not legitimate.
Yeah.
And that right there just let people know, like, bro, we coming forward. We want the smoke, man. And like I told you earlier, Charlie, we knew we was gonna have to watch out for King, man. That game could have went either way, man. We talking about Dupree Fletcher, who in my eyes was supposed to win Mr. Basketball, and we talking about a guy that I played against, who I know was supposed to win Mr. Basketball. You know what I'm saying? And then just the pieces that they got around them, Troy Cotton, like these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like
Matt Goodwin.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. They got a great Hall of Fame coach, man. A great team that been playing together just like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but beating King, like we didn't settle. You know what I'm saying? But beating King, we was like, shit, we got a chance to win state. You feel what I'm saying? That was real shit, Charlie. We wasn't worried about nobody else, man. It was just like, damn, we beat King. That's a big game, bro. Like, that shit nice. Yeah, so
that's a big deal. So you take that swag, okay? When you knocked off King, oh, this can happen, right? So y'all take care of business, which leads up to going. You guys get upstate. I think you 21-1, maybe 22-2, something like that around there. Great, phenomenal record. Okay, you guys defeat Fond du Lac, and I believe it was the quarterfinals. You guys smoked them by 15. Now you facing Madison Memorial. Okay, and I believe King was taking care of business on their end. So we was like, okay, we can potentially see two city conference teams go at it, Vincent and King. Okay, so I'm pretty sure people are already licking their chops like, okay, this is going to happen, the rematch, okay? Why don't you walk us through that game leading up to Madison Memorial upstate? You just had a good win versus Fond du Lac, okay? What were the vibes like after that game and leading up to the Madison Memorial?
Man, going upstate, Charlie, just, first of all, that court was long as fuck. I thought I was in shape, dog. I wasn't in shape like I thought I was. But just that atmosphere going upstate, and you can't forget this. The head coach for Fond du Lac was Diener brother, Dick Diener. You know what I'm saying? So, that was that was a big highlight on their end. Just the vibes, the super bright lights, Vincent shit dim and yellow, but we got the bright lights and shit. And just that experience, dog, that first game, we got the nervousness out. And of course, like you said, we won and shit, man. But we overlooked Madison Memorial. Remember I told you going into junior year, before junior year, we were smoking everybody in summer league and the championship, and that's who we met up in the championship every time was Madison Memorial. We were beating them. We beat them like in the Kettle Moraine, the Marquette. We won the championships. You know what I'm saying? And leading up to Madison Memorial, and I'm gonna speak for myself on this one, Charlie. I remember being in the hotel the day before playing Madison Memorial, saying, "Oh, we about to play King again, bro. It's about to be fucking cracking, right?"
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, we overlooked them. At the time, we didn't, when it comes to basketball, Charlie, we didn't really respect Wes Matthews like that. We didn't think he was good like that. You know what I'm saying? We just feel like he had better opportunities than us. We do feel that he had, not saying that we didn't have good people in our corner, but everything was just highlighted around Wesley Matthews.
It was.
Yeah, and us being from this inner city, it didn't sit well with us because, you know, we kids too. What makes him better than us? You know what I'm saying? We, you know, to be honest, you know, like I said, I'm telling you how I feel. We didn't think he was good. You know what I'm saying? We, like, Billy and them used to, you know what I'm saying, do them bogus in AAU, Madison Spartans, you know what I'm saying? Playground used to do them dirt. So we never thought he was good, man. So going into that motherfucker, man, we overlooked them because we knew we was, you know, we was kicking their ass in summer league. And when we get the chance to play against them, man, you know, it was different results. They kicked our ass, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, they were, you know, well, you get some players on our team that say that Diener got out coached, but, you know, but I just felt like, you know, it can go 50-50, man. I think we got the jerseys on, we on the court, we got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go more in depth into that game. You're right. They were highlighting the hell out of Wesley Matthews. I had never heard of this kid before. And I was home on spring break. So, you know, that was back then. You didn't have cable. The state games used to come on a certain channel on regular TV. So I'm tuned in. Whatnot. I remember it being a tight game, Q. A tight game. And then third quarter is when they broke loose. They broke loose during the third quarter, and it seems like they was able to push away. What happened in that third quarter? Because the game was tight.
Yeah, third quarter. Listen, this is all I remember, Charlie. I probably can't remember the third quarter, Charlie, but I do remember this, though. You know, and you know, as a replay in my mind, you know, I got the game and I watched it before a million times, and you know, looking back at it, Charlie, they were in a double bonus at the beginning of the fourth quarter with like 7 minutes left. It's hard to play like that, you know, and first time upstate, you know, that's why it's a gift and a curse, you know, playing in the city conference. There's a lot of hand checking there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you get upstate, you got 3 referees that's in the Madison area. You know, they kicked our ass. I don't want to make excuses, but that's why coaching matters. You know what I'm saying? Diener didn't tell us, you know, like, you got to keep your hands off. Like, he allowed us to play the same way. And I think that kind of hurt us and fucked our rhythm up and shit. You know what I'm saying? But can't remember the third quarter, Charlie, but I do remember them being in the double, you know, well, bonus or double bonus with 7 minutes left. You know, and don't forget it twisted, Charlie. Don't forget, it was 8-minute quarters back then. So think about it. A minute goes off and they're in a bonus.
Yeah.
Come on. But
you finished that game, 12 points, 9 rebounds. You shot 46% from the field, right? And so I know that's a tough loss, and I know you guys are looking forward to facing off against King. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody in the state was looking forward to that. Tough loss. You guys pack your bags, you come home to the city. What's going on in QBAR's head at this time?
Well, first of all, man, walking off the court, I tried to hold it in because you know, I play with so passion, and I just remember fucking holding Corey Vernon, holding Wes Matthews, picking up full court, holding Wes Matthews, banging down low with Corey Vernon. I played my heart out, man. And I just I was cramping up that game and everything, man. And walking off the court, I cried. You know, remember I cried earlier when I was in elementary, man. That's how much passion I tried to keep it together. So when I go back, man, I just remember feeling like a failure, dog. Asking myself, what the fuck do we gotta do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, sophomore year, I get it. We were young. First year on VAR. Okay. Junior year, it's like they give us our third loss and we didn't beat them. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget, I told Khalif this a while back. I said, man, I remember Wes Matthews and them kicked our ass, man. And I just remember wanting King to get it so bad, like, you know, and they did, you know what I'm saying? So it was good to see King, you know, bring it back home to the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, I was asking all them questions. You know, the grind was still there, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know, lifting weights and, you know, in the gym and all that shit. But now a motherfucker about to be a senior. I'm getting a lot of letters. You know, Diener getting a lot of phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Offers, I would say Western Illinois. And I wouldn't even say an offer, Charlie. I think it was more so, hey, Q, they very, very interested in you. They want to see how your senior year goes. They seen you play, you know, Kentucky Hoop Fest. They, you know, they got film, you know, your junior year, you know. So in my mind, I'm like, and you know, back then, Charlie, you know, let's be honest, you know, playing Division I was the shit. Like it was damn near like a must for us. Like, do I want to go? Well, we didn't know about JUCO prep, none of that shit. So in my mind, yeah, like I said, the grind's still going on, but I'm thinking like, damn, only one offer. And I'm feeling this way because I'm like, dude, I played in New York and, you know, I did solid. I'm playing in, you know, big tournaments with the scholars. You know, I go to national, Kentucky Hoop Fest. I'm playing a big tournament, you know, with Playground. And I'm like, damn, only like one motherfucker considering giving me a scholarship. So now that's when the motherfucker like, you know what? With my energy, with my force, and you know how I am, dude, I'm gonna play football. Fuck it, I'm gonna do both.
Really?
Play football. I tear my ACL before the season.
Time out, Q. Because that's something I never known. Never even nobody has ever even whispered. I knew you got hurt. So you decided to play football at Vincent. Wow, brother.
Got injured the second day. I didn't know my ACL was tore at the time though. So what happened was practice first day, cool. Second day, you know, it was, I could tell, you know, we probably had like 30 minutes left. Kickoff. Before I get in the end zone, freshman go for my knee. Boom, bam. I'm thinking it's a stinger. So I'm like, oh, fuck that. I'm done with football. Oh, excuse me. Go home, ice my knee. The shit go down. I'm back hooping. I got a gym class. I'm still dunking, shooting, hooping regular. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, season come, and I'm doing, I think I'm straight like for like the first week. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nothing going on. And then like that second week, dude, pain, my leg just giving out. You know, we doing a fucking drill, you know, Dino, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know, you got to understand this man just seen me the last 3 years. He like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mind you, everybody in the fucking school is keeping that away from Diener that I even played football. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know Diener will fucking explode. You know what I'm saying? But so we keeping away, and motherfuckers, you know, practicing for 30 minutes and then sitting out. And you know, he wondering why, like, what the fuck? Like, did you hurt yourself playing basketball? I'm like, dude, I don't know, boy. You know, well, so right before the season, you know, we still practicing, dude, but my shit giving out, dog. And I just remember him saying, like, calling my mom, like, dude, we gotta go take him to get an MRI. Like, I never seen Q move like this, play like this, you know. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So go get an MRI. Shit come back. Cause you know, Diener was a teacher in the school. So
Yeah.
I remember, you know, going to the MRI, getting the MRI, and I remember Diener giving me not giving me a call, but like having an office call me to his office. And a lot of people don't know Diener, but the ones that do, they know. Like I remember he was just getting red, Charlie. Diener had a head full of gray hair, and yo, what the fuck? You got a motherfucking tore ACL. I'm like, tore, you know, I didn't understand what the fuck that meant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I started doing my research, and I had options, Charlie. Play with a brace, the Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Yeah.
Or just miss my senior year. I love basketball too much, so fuck it, let's go with the brace.
Right.
Boom. Brace, no surgery. Because, like I said, when I fucked up on my knee, we had a weightlifting class too. So the teacher was giving me exercise to build, muscle.
Muscle. Yeah.
So that's why I think I was able to last, for so long. So what the fuck? Yeah, so tried the brace on Charlie, and it wasn't QBAR. I played 4 games. I played against Pulaski, Madison, Washington, Juneau. And I just remember going to Diener office, and I was crying, like I said,
Right.
man,
That's a lot.
and
It's a lot to process.
just happened to tell him, my mother, my teammates, like, I decided to just sit out, because I'm scared to dive for balls now. I'm scared to take charges, scared to drive. I'm just sitting at the elbow and barely playing defense, don't want to jump for rebounds. And I called it quits, man. And, Diener asked me, was I sure? And I said, hell yeah.
That's a lot. A kid, you talking about a 16, 17-year-old kid to have to process all of that. How big was your support system then, man, to help you through that? Because that's a lot. Emotionally, mentally, physically, that is a lot.
Yeah. My support system, man, was so great, man. Even though Diener was pissed at me, we had like a love-hate after that, but he was still supportive at time. But of course, my mother, and my teammates, what I'm saying, I can tell, when I got off the team, it kind of like had a little chunk off of them, what I'm saying? But I do want to shout out, she not my blood auntie, but I call her my auntie, Carla Allen. That's Breon Allen and Brandon Allen's mother. And I want to shout out Chubb too, their father, man. I didn't have insurance, what I'm saying? And their mom worked at the hospital, around that time. So she helped me get GAMP insurance. And the GAMP insurance, Charlie, only covered the surgery, right? So they helped me do all of this stuff from A to Z. Brandon and mom, Carla, man, shout out. I love you so much for that, for real. So she helped me get the GAMP insurance. She helped with everything. So I didn't have enough for therapy, but the doctor who did the surgery on my knee got wind that I went to Vincent, and I've been upstate, and been upstate twice, because I didn't get surgery until like 06, the beginning of 06.
Oh wow, after.
Yeah, a while after, because I was trying to get everything together, because I was like, I don't want to be on crutches and shit my senior year, at the graduation. So the surgeon, she got wind of, went upstate. I missed my whole senior year, tore my ACL. She paid for my therapy sessions out of her pocket.
Wow, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
God, dog, Q. I never would have thought, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what happened, man. Played football. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of people do. Of course, the ones that went to Vincent and stuff, they know. But yeah, that's what happened.
So Q, you're not playing. Are you still traveling with the team? Are you still a part of the team, or are you watching from a distance?
I'm still a part of the team, but like I told you, me and Diener got a love-hate relationship, right? So he's so mad at me. Some games I can sit on the bench, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes he, especially when we went to Florida, he tried to have me the cameraman. I filmed like the first 2 games, but I was cussing so much when they tried to watch film. Cheering my guys on.
Yeah.
Shit, Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he took me off the camera and had to sit behind the bench. And even when we went upstate our senior year for the championship, like I didn't sit on the bench. He moved Deontay Garrett and Yusuf Gray Sr. up, and I was in the crowd with the students, even though I drove up there in the hotel. He was that mad at me, man. I talked to Diener earlier this morning, man, and first thing he said, "Hey Q, how you doing?" I'm still fucking mad. You cost me a gold ball. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to come to your podcast. I can't wait to fucking bring that story up.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think that year you guys were what? You guys go upstate 18-4. I believe around 18-4 around there to go upstate. They defeat Pice with Nate Clawson, D'Angelo Jackson, and then you guys face off against Madison Memorial again. So walk us through what your mindset was just watching that. And I know it's just burning you inside, like, damn, I want to get another crack at these motherfuckers, man. They got us last year. I want to get them.
see, you know what? Senior year, even though I wasn't playing, like we had a lot of, we was going through a lot of shit off the court. We had some guys, quitting. We had some guys, that just was unhappy with their role. We got new transfers. We got Elliott, Elliott Johnson. We got, Brandon Allen. We got a new coach. Not a new coach, but, Mr. Hines, he's an addition. We got all these things, man. And for me, because I'm not playing, I'm like, dude, we still got a good chance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And watching from the beginning of the playoffs, we had a nail biter with Nicolay that game to go upstate. Like,
really,
they took the lead at one point in time, and like we had to like get it together. I was sitting on the bench then. You know what I'm saying? But we got it together. We go upstate, man, and I ain't gonna say we breezing by, but we beat them first two teams, and now we meet up again with Wes Matthews now. Granted, I'm not playing. You still got Elliott, who's 6'7", 6'8", put the ball on the floor, very, very skilled. You still got Marcus Lange, who got much better. You know what I'm saying? I was a little worried because, like I said, there was a lot of stuff going on off the court.
Yeah.
Really couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, it was a lot. People feel like, shit, we ain't got Q. But then you got other people, they going through their shit and bringing it to the, to the basketball shit. So I just remember, of course, I'm in the student section. Shit, I'm with the fam at Vincent. These motherfuckers been with me since freshman year, so I'm by them. And as they like, I'm this. Locked in, like,
yeah,
shit, Ellie.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really felt like we had a good chance to win that up until Nick Pope got dunked on by fucking Wes Matthews. It just changed the whole dynamic of the game. It did. So when that happened, I got a little worried. And I remember this shit vividly, dog. Like, I think we was going, I can't remember, Troy. I don't know if you got it, the stats and shit, but I felt like we were kind of close. And then when he got that dunk, I just think they kind of got us by like 15 or 17 or something like that.
They got you guys 62-48. And I think the fourth quarter, somewhere around there, is where they really pushed off.
Yeah.
Pushed off a bit.
Yeah,
so not only that, Wesley Matthews, I think he shot 7 for 22 from the field, which isn't that great, but he was more aggressive opposed to his junior year when you were guarding him. You held him to, I think, about 9 points. And so now he's more aggressive his senior year, and he scored, I think he finished the game with like 27 or 29 points.
29, yeah, I think it was 29, yeah. So, but watching us lose, that hurt more than when I was on the court and lost.
I know it did.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, fuck, like we just lost in a championship. See, like the year before, it's the game to go to the championship, but the emotions there because, it was the rebuilding year. You know, I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it's like watching your team go through that, man, and you know, that's what hurt me the most. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So that happens your senior year. You finish at Vincent. You still working on rehabbing your ACL injury. Were there any offers available for you yet? Were there any college coaches in your ear like, yo, let's come here? This might not be where you want to be, but just we could really use you for our program and let's see where it goes.
zero. When I graduated Vincent, this is Diener exact words. The school they were interested, they don't call no more. That possible scholarship that you had, that's gone. So for me, it was, damn, what's next? To be honest, my main focus was healing my knee, getting the strength back, you know, going through surgery, rehab and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was already in a dark space, Charlie. So it wasn't like I was, hey, Diener, can you help me get into school? Hey, it wasn't nothing like that because I always had the will to do shit on my own. You know, I'll take matters in my own hand. So, but my main focus, Charlie, was getting the surgery, rehab, building that muscle back, and eventually get, you know, back to basketball, man. And I just remember, and I think everything planned out the way it was supposed to plan out for real, Charlie. I really do. As soon as I get off crutches, you know, I'm back jogging and all that type of stuff. And I get a call from Steve Harris, you know, and he has absolutely no idea that I just had surgery not too long ago. I went through rehab and all that shit. He like, and I guess it must have been a break.
Yeah.
And he calls me and say, dude, what college you at? I said, I ain't in no college. I'm in Milwaukee. Like, you know, mind you, this 06, Charlie.
Okay.
Like, yes, Charlie, this 06. So yeah, I'm like, dude, I ain't in no college. What college you go to? Do I go to this college in MESABI? This college in Minnesota named called MESABI. So I'm like, shit, talk to your coach. He's like, dude, hell yeah, I'm gonna talk to him, man. When the last time you hoop? Like, motherfucker, the last time I played y'all, nigga, our senior year, I ain't touch a ball. You know what I'm saying? But I said, bro, man, listen, I ain't gonna play the first year anyway. I'm gonna just, you know, practice with y'all. Boom. Keith Rachel, I told you, I love him to death. You know, drive me up to fucking Minnesota.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, they drive me up there, man, pack my shit, drive me up there. I'm just around basketball, going to school, you know, just getting in the happy space, still, working on my shit, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready and shit, man. And, you know, it was just good just to, even though I didn't play, but it was just good to be back out there playing basketball, you know, just being around it and getting the vibe again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So this is your freshman year in college, correct? At MESABI Community College. That's Minnesota. So you getting the feel for it and everything, getting acclimated. And so talk to me about your sophomore year.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. I think I was on the tear on both fucking years, but that first semester I went to though, Charlie. Well, it was the second semester. I didn't play that year. I played the following year when Steve was a sophomore and I was considered a freshman. But you want to know about the sophomore year? I did my thing there too. Sophomore year, Charlie. I played the way I played, man. It was for a lot of reasons. I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there, because the freshman year that I had at MESABI, I wound up signing with St. Cloud State University for a ride. You have Division II, and I tricked it off. And I tricked it off because I put my faith, I ain't gonna say her name, but I put my faith in a female. I had her you know, just being typical lazy bullshit, you know, had her doing my work and shit. And you know, she has like strong feelings for me. So with signing with St. Cloud State, it pushed me away from her. So with me being young and fucking dumb, you know what I'm saying? She wind up, I needed 3 classes. And this is what I want kids to understand too, man. We're gonna get into that, but I had to take 3 summer classes, Charlie, because that semester when I first went to Mesabi, it was all bullshit, you know, transferable credits. So I had to take 3 summer classes. She took them. She failed one. Well, I got a D plus, or I got a D or a D plus, but I needed a C. I got an A and a B, and I needed a C. I'm punched. I done signed a full scholarship, 3 years, St. Cloud State.
Oh my God.
So look, hold on, that happens. Boom, I got to go back. Now when I go back, now I'm 10 times pissed. I already done fucked y'all up last year. Now I got to play this shit again. So now I'm more laser focused. I'm doing my work on my own, and then a basketball court. That's when the floor general shit, you know what I'm saying, the shit that motherfuckers seen when I came back from college, that's when that shit started happening. Because now all that talent, you know, we had talented people my sophomore year, don't get it twisted, but it wasn't the talent that I had the previous year. So it's like I got to do extra. So I'm mad because I just had a full scholarship, and now I'm back in Mesabi. You know, I'm still away from home. I'm just raging, bro. So I just get in that mode, like every fucking game count. I'm not playing with nobody.
Yeah.
I bulldoze you, motherfucker. I ain't picking you up. Y'all got to figure something out. I'm posting up. I'm running point guard. It's my first time ever in life playing point guard. Ever in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like legit running the fucking offense and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was just on the motherfucking tear, man, because I did some boneheaded shit. I feel like I wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I used all that anger, and I put that shit on the basketball court, and in my motherfucking, you know, doing my work, man, on my own.
Yeah. So you mentioned that Steve Harris gave you a call, right? Is there anybody else that's attending the college that's a part of the basketball program there that's from Milwaukee?
Oh man, you had rest in peace to my bro, Carrero Evans. He was there. Mike Landers was there. Courtney Davis was there. Fuck, who else? Damn, I hope I ain't forget nobody. Shit, but them was the guys from Milwaukee, man. Oh, Big Reggie. Damn, come on, man. I can't believe my boy Big Reggie, who played at Vincent with me, he was out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they showed mad love when I got there, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? They showed me the ropes, man. And that's why I was able to survive my freshman year, bro. Being an inner city kid, you know,
Yeah.
all the way the fuck out there, man.
So you attend Mesabi, you do your thing there. Did you hold any records? I heard you mention something about the assist record. Is that at Mesabi or is that at the university?
No, that was at Mesabi. One game I had 21, 22 assists in one game. I want to say I had like maybe 10 rebounds, maybe fucking 10 points, 8 points. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I still hold it, but that's, you know, before I left Mesabi, that's what my coach Stackpool told me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got the book now, and I glance at it, you know, here and there, and be like, damn, I really had 21 assists in one game. You know what I'm saying?
Impressive.
Yeah. So, shout out to Stackpool too, man, because he allowed me to play my game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm forever grateful for that, man. You know what I'm saying? And he just let me play my game, man. And you know, the shit that, you know, just the chip that I had on my shoulder, the anger, he just allowed me to be me, man. And I'm forever grateful for Stackpool, man. Shout out to him, man.
How is the structure in compared to high school and the collegiate level? Is it more practicing, more study? You're studying more? Are you uh more out there just getting more reps in, more days of practice? Or like, what is it like if performing at the on the college level?
Now, are you talking about like MESABI or my
Yeah,
university? Oh,
let's go to Masabi first.
okay,
Then we'll
okay,
go to
okay. I was
Concordia.
just
Yeah.
asking. MESABI, um, I felt like, of course, there's more practices. See, I'm coming from Vincent, and you know, it's no knock to stack or anything, but I'm coming from Vincent where practices were intense. You know what I'm saying? Conditioning and all that type of stuff. See, with junior college, you know, it was more so working on shit like far as like, you know, our fast break, transition defense. And then afterwards, yeah, he wanted us to get our shots and free throws up. And then we hit the weight room. But it wasn't, you know, and we did a little, you know, we did conditioning. You know, it was okay, man. And you know, you just learn, you learn like, for me, I learned like a little bit from junior college, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I was more so, you know, in the mindset of, I know I got the talent to play, but I got to get back in the vibe of, you know what I'm saying, condition and all that shit, because shit, it'd be some days where I do have that thought like, damn, what if I tear my ACL again, or soreness, resting and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying? But at the I always say junior college, even though I went there, I always say junior college wasn't nothing but AU with a little bit structure.
I was going to get around to asking, were you more timid of not, experiencing the same injury again, which you just coming fresh off an injury and rehabbing or whatnot? So you transitioned to Concordia University. What was that experience like?
Concordia was good. See, before I signed with Concordia, St. Cloud State offered me again. But the thing is, I mean, did I say Concordia or St. Cloud? Yeah, St. Cloud State.
St.
Yeah,
Cloud, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
St. Cloud State offered me again. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they wanted to give me a partial scholarship,
Not a full ride.
not a full ride. They said your junior year, we're gonna give you a partial, but you got to show us that you focused in school, you know, with the grades and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but Charlie, I would have been open to do that. So, but now I have a son on the way. You know what I'm saying? Lil Q, he on the way.
Yeah.
St. Cloud State is fucking 9 hours away from Milwaukee. But now you got Concordia St. Paul, that's 5 hours away from Milwaukee. And I was stuck, you know, and it's why it's so important, bro, to pick the school that fit for you. Now, I don't rewind the hands of time for shit, because them guys at Concordia St. Paul, we in a group chat to this day. We still keep in contact, you know.
Nice.
My boys, you know what I'm saying, for life. Shout out to my nigga Sammy, AJ, RJ. He was the coach. He the head men's coach right now at Newman University in Kansas. Shout out to my boy Craig Hyman, Mike Cunningham, and my boy T Nasty, man. Shout out to them for real. So I don't rewind hands or nothing. But hear me out, Charlie. It's very important to pick the right school, bro. I knew going to Concordia, I would have that role like I did at Vincent, but playing at three, keeping the team together, the energetic, rebounding, making plays. Probably would have scored. I probably could, 6 to 8 points.
Okay.
St. Cloud State, I play like I do at MESABI. At Grand Avenue, the Wisconsin Scholars.
Yeah.
But when you're a first-time father, you like, damn, do I want to be that far away from my son? Or at least 5 hours, flight 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour. The drive 5 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I chose Concordia St. Paul, man. And, Had some ups and downs there.
Yeah. But you did your thing. You fought through.
No, I
Fought through.
didn't fight through. No, I
You
didn't
didn't?
fight. No, I didn't fight through, man. Going into it, me and the coach, Coach Bo, I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to, even, experience the university and receive a full scholarship, schooling paid for. You know what I'm saying? Uh Started off, well, you know what I'm saying? As far as basketball, I can't remember if I started some games. If I did start, it's only like a couple, maybe a few, but I don't think so. But did come off the bench. I was that high energy guy. Me
Yeah.
and the relationship was cool at the beginning. Then, like I said, with me being a brand new father, whenever we have games or whatever, I had Q and his mom coming up every other weekend. My grades were good. I wasn't missing practice. It wasn't like I wasn't performing. Or if we didn't have a game, I'll go back home to Milwaukee. And he didn't have kids and he wasn't married. And not saying I was married, but he didn't understand at the time like what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like before I signed, you knew that I had a kid,
Yeah.
and knew that this was gonna be happening. So with me, being from the Midwest, Milwaukee, we vocal, you know what I'm saying, especially me. So I'm the one, had a meeting just kind of like, hey, bro, like what's going on? Like I feel like you more in my personal business than, being a coach. And, when you a black kid saying that to a white man, it might not sit well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was
Yeah.
that guy, like, hey man, look, my grades good. You check our grades. My grades good. I ain't missing practice. I ain't late. When I come to the game, I'm competing. We getting down and we winning. Let's not forget that, Charlie. We winning.
Yeah.
You must didn't like that. And shit, I went from 28, 29 minutes to 22. 22 to about 17. 17 to 12.
Yeah.
12 to 5. 5 to not fucking getting in at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
definitely didn't fight through, man. And I came to a point, Charlie, where I just remember being in the dorm room because, fast forwarding at this point, I tried to handle it so much, you know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't sit well with me because I'm like, dude, I worked so fucking hard, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, to get like where I'm at, bro. And my main goal was to get a scholarship. I didn't give a fuck if it was Division 1, 2, or 3. I wanted my schooling paid for. So, especially like the shit I went through my senior year, grinding back, up to this point again. You know what I'm saying? I just remember being in the dorm, dog, just crying, looking at a picture of my son, little Quentin, and just thinking about basketball, Charlie. And I just remember saying to myself, and I was crying, dog, you know how I am with that passion, bro.
Yeah.
No matter how tough I am on the court, man, I got real life feelings. I'm an emotional guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember crying, like, and it was a little bit of anger. And I think I made the wrong choice, but I won't say that. I take that back. But I felt that I was supposed to be at home with my son, but I feel like I was thinking that way because I wasn't playing.
Got
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have felt if, my minutes were still the same. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
my minutes wasn't the same. So I think it was more so, that Milwaukee mentality, man. Fuck that. I'm about to go home. My son, dude up here bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for it. Not thinking I got a full scholarship. My schooling is paid for. And this shit right here sticks with me to this fucking day, dog. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know this shit about me, Charlie. I had to really get help later on in life. Had to talk to somebody about this. Just talk to somebody about my mental. That's why I love RJ Allen. I say he's the head coach. Remember I said he's the head men's coach at Newman University. I remember him pulling me to the side and he saying, brother to brother, bro. And we was looking in each other's eyes, Charlie, and he said, I don't give a fuck if you don't play another minute again, Q. Your schooling is paid for, bro. Like where we come from, this how he talked to me. Where we come from, this shit don't be like that, bro. Like, you know, shit does, like people don't get full scholarships like this, bro, and schooling paid for, bro. And I just remember being so angry and just like, fuck that shit, dude, bullshit. And I was thinking more about basketball than anything. You know what I'm saying? And he and you know, Coach Allen, he didn't press me or nothing. He said, Q, this is what's gonna happen, man. He said, I know you angry. He said, you're gonna go back. I have no college degree, you know, you're gonna get into some bullshit. God forbid something happen to you, you know, head, jail, or you gonna work a million jobs, Charlie. Charlie, I've been to jail a couple times.
Really?
I've been to jail a couple times on some bullshit. Motherfucker, shit. I started working end of 2009, right after college. You know what I'm saying? I say from the end of 2009 to now, I probably have 40-some jobs, bro. Never went back and got my fucking degree, bro. It eats me alive. He told me. I'm not being extra, no nothing. He told me this, bro. Fucking in the locker room, bro, when I was cleaning out my locker, bro. And I just happened to run into him. Bro. I tried to be on some, let me get my shit, I'm gone. And ran into him and he said this shit. Charlie, I probably have over 35, 40 jobs, bro, since I left college. Been to jail a couple times. Thank you, Lord Jesus, I'm still here. This man told me, man, this is why I'm still in contact with these guys, man. And my guy, my guy Mike called me and Craig could tell me all the time, like, bro, when you left the team, bro, like, it just fucked up everything. And they wasn't even mad at me. They had the meeting with the coach. You know, dude, what the fuck is you talking about? You tell you like QBAR fucking blue piece, you know what I'm saying? And that fucked with my head, bro. Because I didn't understand at the time, like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like, nigga, I'm about to go back to the crib and play for one of these other schools. But how can I play for the other schools, Charlie? I dropped my classes at a private school. I don't got no fucking money. So how can I pay them to get my transcript to go to a car stretch, a Whitewater? You know what I'm saying? Shit went downhill, man.
So Q, after Concordia, you deal with that, right? So you go back home to Milwaukee, you're taking care of your son or whatnot. Was your desire to play like any local basketball there, or you just like, I'm gonna just chill off basketball for a bit? Because I remember a few years, I think about probably around like 2017, and I remember guys saying that, QBAR, he don't really, they would say, man, try to see if Q will hoop, in like local rec leagues, and then it'd be like, no, Q said he ain't messing with it. So did you take a break from basketball after departing Concordia, or what?
I took a little mini break. I would say about 2010. It had to be 2010. I don't know what time it was. And shout out to my dog, Thomas Shumper, man, Dookie T. He don't like me calling him Dookie.
He don't want
Yeah, the Dookie T, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing ball here and there, with guys, that wasn't asking so much, because when you come from college and shit, and you're not really in college, and people, you go into these open gyms and shit, and you killing whatever, they're like, dude, why you ain't in college? So I kind of stayed away from that, but I hoop with motherfuckers that like understood and knew. So I just remember Shump, having some stuff at Parkline, bro, where semi-pro team was coming in, and it was tryouts and or workouts. I want to say it was workouts, and I never forget, man. T kept asking me, and I'm just like, fuck it, like, all right, man, I'm gonna try it. It's Indiana down the street. I ain't tripping. Yeah, I do it, because I'm at home with my son, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like brand new father, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, T, I'm gonna try. I go. You know what I'm saying? T been working out. It's 2010. T put me and a few other players in a workout. And I remember T saying, like, dude, they very, very interested. And I remember getting the head coach information or the assistant. I want to say it was the head coach because he said he used to coach he used to be the assistant on Michigan State when Magic Johnson was there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so the workout went good. The only thing he said is you got to get in shape. It wasn't like I was fat or nothing like that, but
Right.
you get in shape like
Yeah.
you just was, boom. They send me a contract. See, at this time I'm doing roofing. Roofing, I'm getting like fucking $1,300 a week. You know what I'm saying? Doing roofing. Yeah, I don't know if you know Ben Nafke. I was working for Nafke Roofing.
Sound familiar.
Okay, but yeah, I was working for Ben, so getting some nice paychecks, man, And I remember them giving me a contract, showing me a contract, and want to say, Charlie, it was either 15, 16, or 1,700 a month. And I remember just thinking like, Indiana, 1,700. I can't leave my son for that.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell them this me sitting on my own. Because you got to think about it, Charlie. I was already broke from fucking leaving college, bro. So I'm doing this shit just to see, you know what I'm saying? And man, I turned it down, Charlie. Like I was never that guy, Charlie, that, dog, I want to go overseas. Of course, early age, I want to go to the NBA. I think that was everybody.
Right. Everybody dream.
You know what I'm saying? But once I tore my ACL, I just became more realistic. And I told myself, oh, if overseas come, then that's cool. I wanted a scholarship, Charlie. I was that kid. I want a scholarship. And I got it and blew it. You know what I'm saying? So once they sent that contract, man, I talked to them, and that's when I became a rec player. Like, you know what? I'm not even about to drive myself crazy, bro. Like, I want to be in my son's life. I want to see what, how it is being a father, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just started playing in rec leagues, and I was hearing that shit, Charlie, a lot, bro. Like, why you ain't in school? Why you ain't overseas? First is, why you ain't in school? Then it go from, why you ain't overseas, bro? You too good, bro. You need to be overseas. And then when you keep hearing that same shit everywhere you go, that's when you start trickling away. Like, hey, Q, you want to play in the league? No, I'm straight.
That explains it. Thank you. I couldn't understand it. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, QBAR is a gym head. I'm surprised I'm not seeing. That explains it. And so, Q, I'm glad you mentioned rec because you have quite a bit of success in rec league. And I always tell people that you are probably one of the smartest people that I've ever came across that with basketball, the IQ, So talk to me. So rec league, high school, college, you played at every level just about, right?
Yeah.
Did you find an enjoyment for playing ball again, although it was rec league or whatnot? Did you find an enjoyment for playing ball again?
Hell yeah, I did. Yeah, but I never had the urge to go overseas when I found when I got that excitement back though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I'm not no hater, Charlie. Okay. So when these guys used to come back from Division I, and I'm invited to the UWs, mind you, all these guys in college, I'm done. These guys coming from overseas, and we all hooping at UW. You got, guys from, that just, coming from their season. That excited me, just the competition level. Like I was okay with that, Charlie. Like we at UW getting it in, we over here getting it in. You know what I'm saying? That excited me so much, man. And I do want to give a shout out to what's the name of too, Charlie, man. Avery Smith, man, Avo, man.
Avo. Yeah.
And the reason why I'm gonna give him respect, man, I'm not gonna say my name just kind of like died off, but if he don't got Battle of the Classes, Summer Jam, he kept my name alive for like 4 or 5 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Done in 09. You feel what I'm saying? But then when he started having them Battle of the Classes and all that type of stuff, it kept my name alive. And I can't remember everybody on the roster, but if you remember, Charlie, I was the only guy that didn't play D1, that wasn't overseas, no nothing. I was the only guy. Dwight, Marquette, DJ O, you had Wes Matthews that came back. You had a lot of people, and I was like done hooping. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I want to shout out to Avo because he kept my name alive for like 4 or 5 years. I ain't gonna lie.
So that brings me to my next question. I want you to think hard on this because you've been with some great teams, man, in the city of Milwaukee. And I've been on the receiving end of getting my ass kicked in the Tulsa lead. I ain't afraid to admit that. I hate it. I hated going up against you and Miles and Khalif, man. I hated it with a passion. I wanted to get y'all so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
Can you recall or can you think off top your favorite team that you won a championship with in any rec league?
Oh, dude, you know it's gonna have to be the fucking Tulsa team, man. The chemistry.
Oh
no, listen, you seen it, dog.
I did.
The chemistry that I had, like me, Mo, Marcus Cliguero,
Yes.
Miles, Khalif,
Yes.
shit, like Chris Fehrenbach, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a lot of good people, man, and out of all the rec leagues, and no disrespect to Al, you know, I never played in a Yak league but one game, but no disrespect to Al and the other rec leagues I played in, but playing in that league for me, it took me back to college, you know, just playing the right way, playing hard, you know what I'm saying? It was competition, it was competitive, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, I would definitely say the team with me, Miles, Khalif, Bach, Mo, shit, Marcus. Hell yeah, we had a squad, man. You know what I'm saying?
And so for those of you, the people that watch this, they may not be familiar with the Tulsa League, is they were a part of it, or even if you vision it, you guys played basketball how basketball was supposed to be played. You know, and how many championships did you guys win?
Shit, Charlie, look, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I think we probably won like 6, 7 in a row. So it's 5 to 7, put it like that, for sure, in a row.
So the other day I was watching our game against each other, the last one, and I remember, oh my God, it was probably you guys were down close to 10 with like 3 minutes left. And I remember called a timeout and I said, y'all, please don't get excited. We almost got him. Man, you all run off. Man, Dwayne Wilson.
That was that year.
Crazy. I don't even think Miles McKay didn't play that game, but you all had Dwayne Wilson, yourself, Khalif. I forgot what the white boy name is, but he can shoot lights out crazy.
Tyler Tillmill. Tyler Tillmill.
Oh my
or
God.
DJ Malotchnik. Yeah.
Oh my God. I said, man, ain't no beating him. It was the big second place trophy. And I was just happy with that, Q. It just wasn't meant to beat y'all, man. I'm sorry. I was happy with that because earlier in the season, you all destroyed us by like 40 with Boo Wade and X, Mo Madison. And it was just, you know, even the years beforehand, I couldn't get you. Miles McKay go crazy. And it just wasn't no beating. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to take this. That was like my championship, second place. But I definitely admired the way you guys played the game, how you guys work cohesively as a unit, man. says a lot, right? So you experienced a lot of success at the rec leagues in all county. Congratulations to you again. Not this past summer, but the summer before, man. Right? So I want to ask you, Q, because you was at the hem of that, coaching your tail off. That was a tough tournament. Wasn't no easy route for you guys. If someone like myself, that's a beginner, to coach in that tournament, what is the secret recipe, man, to assembling the right team, right players? What is it?
Dude, listen, the most important thing, man, and it's crazy you asked that, Charlie, because I didn't coach elementary, middle school. I done helped out in high school, and I coach AAU, and I coach pros at the all county. Dude, the secret recipe, though, on some real shit, Charlie, is getting them to buy into what you know what I'm saying, what you got planned, what's your approach for the game, you know what I'm saying? If you can get them guys to buy in what you think can bring home a trophy in the 10K, dude, you all good. And then, of course, step two, we can't just pile teams up, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, it's a lot of talent in more. But if you got to find a team that got chemistry, you got Brad and Riley, you know what I'm saying, who went to Brookfield Central. You got Miles, who went to Whitewater, but he plays the game the right way. And don't forget, Miles and the center, Tom, played overseas together. So they had chemistry. And then the friendship that, Vonnie and Chris Howell and Jay Addison have with, you know what I'm saying? They've been playing against and with each other for so long. You know what I'm saying? If you can find a team with chemistry, bro, and people that have put their fucking egos aside, because the main thing is, man, let's be honest, man, is for me, it was never the 10,000. It was for bragging rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you can get people focused, don't focus on this money, y'all. Okay? Let's get this bragging rights. Let's let motherfuckers know. We want motherfuckers to be, you know what I'm saying? They want to come after us next year. You see how motherfuckers played us the following year. And we came up short. So, Charlie, if you can pitch them something, you got to think, Charlie, you coaching professionals, you coaching guys that play Division I. If you can pitch them something that makes sense to them, you're going to be good. And then you got to find the chemistry, bro.
So, Q, I got to ask you a question, man. Okay?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Put you on the spot a bit. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who's your favorite teammate? It could be through all your years of playing high school, college, middle school. You get to choose one teammate. Who is your favorite teammate that you played with?
My favorite team. Ooh. Damn, this is tough. And I know he gonna watch this, and I love you. I love you, bro. I know we're gonna talk. My favorite teammate that I ever played with, bro, is Brandon Brown from Dominican High School, starting point guard with J.R. Blount.
Oh, I remember. Okay.
Brandon Brown. Because the reason why I choose Brandon Brown, man, for real, on some real, and I play with Billy, I love Will, I love Marcus, I love my college teammate, I love Brandon Brown. Knew how talented I was, right? Mm-hmm. We was out of time for AAU, but he got on my ass too. You bullshitting. Go kill his ass. Lock his shit up. He was that type of guy. He didn't let me, be comfortable knowing that I'm the best player on the team, right? You know how people get comfortable because they're the best? No, he pushed me, bro. You know what I'm saying? He played the right way. He gave me the ball in the spots that I love. He gave me the confidence of, man, go kill dude. He can't fucking guard you. You know what I'm saying? And out of all these people I ever played with in my life, it's going to be Brandon, dog, because if that motherfucker had a fucking jump shot, man, come on now. Because he's really a Division II player. I'm going to be honest. He played Division III lacrosse. He was supposed to be a Division II player. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But if I had to pick anybody, bro, it'd most definitely be Brandon Brown, bro.
Okay, now you attended Vincent 2001 between 2001 and 2004, right?
Oh, well,
Okay.
I'm to 05, but go ahead, yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
Give me your Mount Rushmore.
From 01
Yes, yes.
until 04 or 05?
05.
05, my Mount Rushmore. Oh
Yes.
shit. Um, damn, when I was a freshman, it was fucking Boo Wade and them in there too.
Of course, you could
I
get
know, okay.
yes.
But man, listen, motherfuckers know Boo Wade. That's my favorite player all time from the city. You know what I'm saying? It's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? Boo Wade. I'm going Greg. I'm going Torrey Johnson. I'm going Draylon. I'm going Ricky Franklin, bro.
No Dupree Fletcher.
Man, pre in there, dog. But man, you the year you picked,
yes,
that kind of like shift him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love the pre Fletcher. When it comes to my era that I played with, like them is
That's hard.
Yeah, it's in there, man. You made it tricky. You knew what you was doing on this, Charlie, man. But I love Pre, man. Pre a fucking dog. He three? Is he a 3-time champion, state champion?
2 back to back.
Yeah, 2 back to back. So Pre. Oh man, Pre know himself, and everybody know Pre one of my favorites, man. But Ricky, he one of my favorites too, man. I love Ricky. Played again. I love Torrey Johnson. I love Bouet. I used to try to imitate him in high school. Now, do you know who I am? That little small ass voice, but yeah, that's my Mount Rushmores, man.
You know what? If I was to ask 100 people, I think everybody would have a different Mount Rushmore. Oh, yeah. And that's how loaded the city was. That's how awesome the city was. Yep. Q, before I'm gonna wrap this up, before I get out of here, you have the podcast that's going, you're doing your thing, man. You have an amazing platform.
Thank you.
Okay. And I want to ask you this: what's next for you? You have the podcast going now. What's in store that you're working on aside from the podcast? Yeah, man, I got so much, like so many ideas written down in my notebook. And the most important thing for me, because I have kids that I interview, but I'm working on a new background for them, and all that type of stuff for the kid. See, I'm out here in Arizona with you, man, and I want to get. I'm gonna still do the interviews, weekly, but I want to start. I want to get into post game interviews. Like I want to meet with these different schools out here in Arizona, like the ADs and the coaches, to see if I can start doing, halftime report, either with the player or the coaches, and then after the game, do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Post game interviews. And I just want to do this stuff, Charlie, just because, these kids, they need to learn how to, speak, you know what I'm saying? Especially, a lot of these kids getting recruited to go Division I. And I feel like, if my platform or whoever else doing a podcast, if our platforms can help these kids, just understand what elaborating is and know how to, know how to speak and just be presentable, great, posture, body language. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be good, man. And even though the ideal in my head, I'm just hoping and praying that, the athletic directors and the coaches, be for that, man. And we're going to try to pump that out. And, I do have, I try not to spill the beans, but since you asked, I'm working on a documentary right now for Corey Lucius. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm putting that together. You know, he gave me the blessings. Shout out to my cuz K. Lou. He gave me the blessings to put it together, man. He trusts me to put it together. It's real deal. I'm flying home for it. And just got, like I said, Charles, I got so many different ideas written down. The most important thing, I just want to stay consistent, get better. If I always take everybody phone calls, look at people text messages, I got people that tell me what I need to work on. I got people that tell me what they love, they got, I even have people that throw little ideas and, stuff towards my way. So I'm open to all of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it for the city, man. 414 for real, man, because Charlie, we so small, bro. We never got, and another reason why I do the podcast, though, and I say this all the time, man. Milwaukee's the size of a fucking grape, but then you got New York, you got Vegas, you got Cali, you got all these places that get the respect for basketball, but Milwaukee is arguably the best, one of the best, especially when it comes to developing guards and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and it's no knock. Like, we all from Wisconsin, but like when Tyler Hero, Looney, all these guys go to the NBA, now people feel like, wow, Milwaukee got talent.
Yeah.
And I'm the guy with the podcast and whoever else got podcast to let people know. No, we had Joel Tucker, Boué, Corey Lucia, we got all these guys, what I'm saying, before the social media. Like, we've been had guys that come from the city, and I want these kids to not just know Tyler and them because they doing great shit, don't get it twisted, but know your history too. It's okay to know your history.
Yes, you have to.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
Yeah.
Q, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Just doing this with you tonight, man, gives me a whole nother perspective, man. I truly admire the way you fought through the obstacles, man. You have really been through some things I never could imagine that you have gone through. You know what I'm saying? And I admire your fight. I admire your vision and what you stand for, man. And I just say, keep it up, stay consistent and keep it up, man, because they're going to see this and your story may be similar to someone else's. And if they're seeing and viewing this and they're seeing this and they're going to say, man, he fought through that shit. I can fight through it. I can get through it no matter what. It may not end how, I intended for it to end or whatnot, but he got through it. So, your story is going to touch a lot of people, man. Straight up. I'm glad I had the opportunity, to get that good jab is what y'all call it. You know what I'm saying? Good. And man, dope, man. You got a great thing going, man. You're a good person. Always been a good person, man. Stay that way.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you, Charlie. I know you're trying to let me go. I'm trying to let myself go too. But like I said, Charlie, you got the voice for the podcast, man. And I think, for sure. I think you can find the lane, man. You find that lane, figure out what you want to do, and any help that you need, listen, my hands are open, bro. And I appreciate you, interviewing me and stuff, man. And y'all got it. Y'all got QBAR on the show, the host of his own show, the Barcode Podcast 414. Me and Charlie, we out, baby.
Just touched down, back on road, counting money, man, you know how it goes. Hit the VIP and tell my to strike a pose. Hop in mode.